Hey, I'm Randy Warren. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Ask Mr. Mortgage. Have you ever been in a complex situation and you just think to yourself, I don't even know what I don't know? Uh, I'll tell you, I've told myself that quite a few times, more than I care to admit. I just say, I don't know what I don't know. And what I'm really telling myself is, I don't know enough to ask the right questions. Well, buying a home can be exactly like that. Um, it's such a complex and ever-changing type of scenario and experience that it's just hard to know what you're supposed to know. In fact, it's hard to even know what the questions are. Let me give you an example of someone who didn't know what they didn't know, but it turned out okay. I had a client. We recently closed their mortgage loan. It was a husband and wife, and they were both veterans who had served in our armed forces, and now they were buying a home together. And I began to ask them a lot of questions. That's what I do. I call it a strategy session, and I try to find out where people are in life and where they're going in life, and we develop a strategic plan that will help them to navigate through the home buying experience successfully and in a way that saves them a lot of money. Well, I asked these folks one particular question, and when they answered that question, I altered slightly the way that we were going to proceed with their mortgage. Just one small change, and it saved them over $6,000. Now, I don't mean it saved them over $6,000 over 30 years. I mean, it saved them $6,000 on the day of closing. I would love to tell you that they were so confident in me that they didn't question that I would be able to deliver that, but I think they were a little bit skeptical, and I don't blame them. They told me that no other lender had asked them that question. That's the tragedy of not knowing what you don't know, is that sometimes you can lose money. You can lose a lot of money, $6,000 or a lot more, and you'll never know it, just because somebody didn't ask you the right question. Now, I know a lot of the right questions, and I've been a homebuyer coach for a few thousand people over the last 35 years. I'm a mortgage lender, and what I would like to do is to just help you with the you don't know what you don't know stuff. So if you'll take that in the spirit that I mean it, I know you're bright and you're intelligent and all that good stuff, but I can tell you, I can help you to save some money, maybe a lot of money. So I'd like for you to call me, 256-679-2684. And I want you to make that call before you ever start looking for a home. If you're going to buy a home next week or next year, call me today, 256-679-2684. I'm Randy Warren. I appreciate your time, and I hope you're